The college football playoff rankings for Division 1 FBS football has been released for week 15, and I'll go over like projection, like the 12-team projection bracket. And I apologize for looking down because I can memorize all this stuff, and you could tell there is SEC bias on the bracket. Now you'll know why later, even though I don't think that team deserves to be in because of a certain loss by 3 touchdowns a few weeks ago. Yet they beat a rival last week by 2 touchdowns. You'll know who it is soon enough. Oregon, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, SMU, Indiana, Boise State, Alabama, Miami, Florida, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Arizona State, Iowa State, Clemson, BYU, Missouri, NLV, Illinois, Syracuse, Colorado, Army, and Memphis. Obviously, Tulane, Texas A&M, and Kansas State are out. And you could tell once again that the committee is anti-Big 12 bias. It's real. Seriously. Okay, the 12-team projection field. 1 through 4. Who's the top 4? Oregon's the 1. Texas the 2. The 3 is SMU. The 4 is Boise State. And it seems like if Boise State were to win, the Big 12 is going to just have to be in the first round game no matter what. Unless SMU really loses to Clemson. That's the thing. Unless Boise State loses, and then I think the Big 12 has a shot to be a top 4 seed instead. But whoever has that 4 seed is just, I don't think they're going to win a game. Even though they would have the rest advantage and watching the film advantage from the game before. I mean, you don't have to play an extra game. You could just watch the game that you're projected to play against. So anyway, the 5-12 matchup is Penn State as the 5. Arizona State's the 12. The 8-9 matchup is Ohio State and Tennessee. I kind of knew Ohio State was going to drop, but I thought it would have been a little bit more. So basically, Oregon could play potentially Ohio State again if Ohio State beats Tennessee as a rematch on a neutral field. That's an insane game. But you know, it is what it is. The 6-11 matchup is Notre Dame and Alabama. Alabama is the team that I was referring to earlier. I don't think they should be in. I don't think they should be. They lost to Oklahoma by 3 touchdowns, and that's an Oklahoma team that barely made it to a bowl game. Whatever. The 7-10 matchup is Georgia as the 7, Indiana as the 10. Basically, the SEC and Big Ten title game winners, they're going to get a top 4 seed. That's guaranteed. Now, if SMU were to lose, per se, to Clemson is a bid stealer. Then it's going to leave one spot for the following 3 teams for the committee to decide. SMU, Alabama, and Miami, Florida. I don't think Miami, Florida is going to sneak back in. I just don't think so. I really do not think they're going to sneak back in, even if SMU were to lose. There's no way. You can't punish them enough to be behind Miami, Florida. They should be at least ahead of them. Then it becomes a Alabama SMU type of deal. Do you really want to punish a team with 1 loss going to the ACC title game and they lose their title game, or like to be left out for a 3-loss Alabama? That's a debate right there for the committee, and I'm sure what the committee is really going to do, even though I don't like it. They're going to put Alabama in over SMU if SMU were to lose, even though I don't think it should be the case. I mean, 2 losses is better than 3 in a season, especially when if that game is close with Clemson and SMU lost close to BYU. BYU should be ranked higher. I think Arizona State should be ranked a little bit higher. Same thing goes for Iowa State. Just saying. It's just a disrespect. But no matter what, the Big 12 is going to get one in. It's a matter of, are they really going to be like in the first round game, or are they going to be a top 4 seed? And more likely than not, unless if everything pans out to be chalk, they're going to be a first round game, and that's it. One game and they're done. I don't see them, whoever they play, win that game. I'm just being honest. But if it's Penn State, that's a maybe. But even then, it's a little bit of a stretch for me to say definitely they're going to win a game. It's more like a 60. I'll give them like a 35% chance. If they were to face like they're the road team and they're at like Penn State, I don't know. But that's a good question. I mean, for the Big 12, can they even win a game if they are on the road? We're going to know that answer eventually. And I'm not going to even mention what the CFP chair, Ward Manuel, had to say. Y'all could see what he said. And basically, I want to just say this. He's a bunch of hogwash. Seriously. I think that guy should be gone from the committee. That chair needs to be out of there. Something has to give. And I just wish, honestly, they could just go back to the BCS system and forget the committee stuff. Let the computers do it instead of the people. Seriously. At least that we won't have any like SEC bias. SEC bias in terms of, oh, they're getting paid by ESPN just to promote SEC. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. And that's what it seemed like when Georgia was playing Georgia Tech last week during overtime. In those overtimes, saying, oh, Georgia is going to guarantee themselves a playoff spot with the win here. Dude, just worry about the game. If Georgia would have lost, they would have been punished more. I'm just saying. They would have been punished, and they probably would be behind Alabama. For all I know, they could be behind them. I mean, seriously. We're going to have to wait and see what happens in these title games. Basically, the American, you're not getting a playoff spot. Same thing goes for Conference USA. Same thing goes for the MAC. Mountain West, it seems like you win and you're in. It's a matter of, is Boise State going to get a top 4 seed? Or if UNLV wins, are they really going to be just like an at-large instead of a top 4 seed? That's really a question. If UNLV does win, would they be a top 4 seed if they were to win? That's a good question for the committee to ponder about, if that does really happen. Obviously. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 7 subscribers. Course ultimate goal is 1,000 more to make money off this course. Like a video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithms so more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.